Hello all. Let's check out another mod in a Space Engineer's Spotlight. Okay. Next up we're going to talk about the Conveyor Expansion ModPack. When they introduced conveyors, I think this probably became one of the most covered conveyor mods was conveyors for quite a while. So, alright, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, let's check this mod out, shall we? Alright, so where do we start? First of all, let's empty our belt or our toolbar, as we're going to need a lot of room. So it looks like he's got his own personal grouping. There it is. That's pretty cool. So let's go to check in the all blocks category. One's kind of out of place, it's up here, and the rest are down below. A couple of the vanillas fall in there. So, okay, let's go to his. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 3, 24. So we got 28 blocks altogether. Large and small. So a few large only, a few small ship only, a lot of small ship onlys. Okay. And then some that are both. So large ship only. Oh, that did not mean to do that. So we're going to just grab those for now. Okay, so that's pretty cool. It's a T-mold. So you can dock your ship here and it can go into the 2 conveyor systems. So now if you're using the automatic inventory sorting system, and this is kind of cool, is because you can literally link this up to your production cell for like storage containers and assemblers, and this one can go towards your refineries and storage containers. With the inventory sorting system, if this is a conveyor tube, it is a connector. So in theory you can name this to sort things. So that's pretty slick, a connector system like this. It would also add to the side of a station really well. I mean, imagine this on the side of a station like this, jetted out. It would make a really good docking collar. A little bit more robust than the vanilla one that's already in place. So, alright, so those are standard tubes and stuff up there. But okay, so moving to the next one. Armored connector. So, okay, that's cool. So, make sure you guys see that. That's a connector that you would put to your dock 2 ships together. So you have it like this, and then like that. See, it won't put that there because it's where another ship would dock, is right there. So if this is armored, it's just meaning it's going to have a higher hit point ratio. That's pretty cool. The mega connector. It doesn't let me rotate it any other direction. So we can't see what the back end looks like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete that there. And then we'll do, or we won't do that. We'll put it there. That's what we'll do. And I'm going to look underneath here. I'm going to guess it's going to have a conveyor tube in the middle. And it's not going to let us look. So we're going to delete everything. Everything is going away. So yeah, it's got a conveyor tube dock in the middle. Kind of funky pick point. Can understand why it doesn't want you to let you flip it, because it's the only orientation that it belongs in. So, okay, that can go away now. So now we can get to some really cool ones. Oh, we didn't check if any of those were small ship compatible. No, that's not small ship compatible. That is small ship compatible. The armored ring. That's pretty cool. And it's thin, which is really nice. Let's try this guy. he is not large ship compatible or small ship compatible. This guy is, and it doesn't really change size. That's kind of comical, actually. This guy is as well, and he does change a little bit of size. So I'll drop that down. So that's pretty cool. It's got glass on the one face that doesn't get a connector. So that's pretty slick. And then we'll go with this one. You go like so. And that's the de facto 4-way T kind of connector tube. A lot of these would have been nice when I was building stuff like this. I couldn't have used, instead of this, I could have used some of these ones that we're going to be coming across. You know, ones like this would be really cool. I could see like right above a reactor. This literally, actually, because I have that in my head now, I want to put one down. So I would turn my reactor like that, because you have the doors on each side, and they would use, that's been number 4, right? No, it's number 5. Yeah, number 5. Like that, except for it doesn't want to let me connect that. Why not? Why don't you want to let me do this? You're just evil. It's because it needs to be connected to something. That's why. So I'm gonna just really crudely go about doing this. Yeah. Okay, you guys get the idea. As I would have the glass version sitting here, and well, there we go. It'll let me do it that way. So yeah, you guys get where I was going with that. And then have it spider out. Each one of these would come down 90 degree into the cargo container, and then you'd only have the one lead coming out, going to your storage system. So yeah, I'm babbling. I digress. Then a T, you know, just a simple T, which is really nice to have. I know a lot of us, when we're building, just end up using conveyors. When we want to go from that block to right here, we'll just put another conveyor, another conveyor, another conveyor. So you end up with 3 conveyors when this simple solution is not in the game, unless you use a mod like this. So here's a, I'm just gonna, whoops, we skipped number 8. That's a pretty cool pipe, a connector tube, a 90 with a drop down. So it's pretty interesting connection there. And now we're gonna go to number 9 on the list. So if this is true, yeah, okay, so that's just an access tube. Yeah. Yep, so that's for accessing. That could be a docking collar, actually. So kind of like how you would dock 2 ships together. I think that's what this is. When you couple 2 ships together, you can use that for transferring resources, because you notice it's red. Actually, that's probably red because this system's still open. It hasn't completed a circuit yet. Until the circuit is completed or everything is fully repaired, they will stay red. So a little food for thought for when it comes to these tubes. So let's go to here. And we're going to clear the bar. And we're going to add some more. Okay, so start with number 1. And access hatch. Okay, so It's clearly marked access hatch. It's not available for small ships. Can you be plugged into that? No, and no. Okay. Can you plug one into another? Yes, you can. Kind of eliminates the point of it being an access hatch, but you can do it. So, okay. A conveyor end cap. So, that's red because it's not sealed. You can put these on and it will seal one off. Except we're going to do that because of that. So that should turn green. You're not turning green because there's no power. That's why you're not turning green. Yeah, but that's what those are for, to cap off a system. So conveyor end caps, do they work on small ships? They do not work on small ships. Okay. These don't work on small ships either. These are a tube designed to connect to your structure, so they actually don't free float in the air like these do. You can actually put them down to where they look like they're actually attached, which is pretty cool. Oh, and this will allow me to show you that the end caps work. Okay, or not. That's really weird. Plot thickens. All right. So next up, advanced collector. I just realized what these are, and I should have been using these in the Let's Play. Wow. So I need to check that out real quick, because I'm all about the balance and seeing if it's correct or not. So, collector. So right now we're using these. And this advanced collector is like so. Advanced collector for large ships, 50 construction components. It uses the same amount. I don't agree with this. This should be having probably about 100, 150 easy of construction components at the minimum. The reason I say that is because in my Let's Play, in order to use these the way I did, the way I would end up using these, I had to, for every one of these I put down a conveyor as well. And for a large ship, they require 40 construction components. Oh wait, no. Sorry, they require 120 construction components and 50 small steel tubes. Plus these 50 construction components. I can replace both of these with this one item that has the same construction cost as this. Yeah, I had to build this and then this in order to build that. I like this better, don't get me wrong. I'll probably swap these out because they even look cooler. I want to paint it and see if it looks cool painted and stuff. I'll go with yellow. So yeah, I'm not sure what it is about the balancing of it and stuff that I'm so keen on. But yeah, I'll probably end up tearing these all out actually and putting these in instead. Alright, so that is that. That's a great thing about these mod spotlights. You know, I've had these mods installed. I've been using some of these elbows and stuff. But I never even saw that in there. So now I know it's there. So moving on to the next one. So this is not available for large ships, small, and stations. So it's small only. And it is so cute. It's so petite. Look at that. Basically, it is a conveyor tube that goes every which way, all directions. So now that ship is wobbling badly. It did not like that tube. Alright, so another small tube, restricted to small ships. Okay, so this is restricted to small ships. And it looks like it's just the same components, just a small ship version. You would use these for your mining drills, for your ore harvesters kind of thing. When you use them in the right direction, it helps too. So something like that, you know. So that's pretty cool. Looks like an exhaust manifold. So yeah, you'd use these like to link up to your small reactors on your ship, or to your mining drills. And for some reason, that looks really spastic there. And it stopped. Okay. So okay. So get those guys off of there. And so that's those, a bunch of little parts. Let's go back into here. So that was another small ship, little conveyor tube. So these are small ship onlys. I thought I used those on a big ship once. Okay, so these are pretty cool. We're going to go through the last few. And so first things first. This is pretty cool block. I have used this before in my single player, my off camera, and there's two of them. There's basically a big one and a small one, and what they are is an offset. So it's a small offset or a large offset. These are kind of nice if you want to send your conveyor tubes out around a set of blocks or something. I don't have my blocks on my bar, so I'll put them here. So you can do, it won't let me do it because I can't build off of those. But let's say I wanted to do something like this. Oh, come on now. Like that. So my tube would have been in the way initially, but because I had that joggle offset, now I can go back to placing stuff. Placing stuff. Like this. And that brings us to one of our next blocks. That's pretty cool. I have not used this block either. That has a ton of ports on it. I don't understand why you wouldn't have a port literally on every side. There's one side still left unported. Two sides left unported. I guess you still need to have bolted down somehow. That could be the thought behind it. So that's that. What's with this guy? This is gotta be an access hatch. Oh, okay, so the reason you'd want this, I can explain why, is because on connectors, you can't get in there. See how none of those are accessible? So that's what that is. That is an access door for small conveyor tubes. Again, pretty slick. Didn't know it was in there until today. So see, it allows you to get into there and put in and take out items. That does not fit in there, but if we had some ore, that would go in there. Actually, it wouldn't, because we don't have any power on the system. That's why it's not going in there. So next up, let's go with number 5. That's pretty cool. Okay, it's a tube, Hey, it's a tube, guys. I'm gonna put a couple of them so I can stack them out a bit. The cool thing about this is they're hollow tubes. They're like these to go down this way, but with small tubes coming off of them. So in theory, you can put one of these. Yeah, so you can put one of those on there. It's a small tube connection to a small tube connection. But you have a large tube connector down the middle with the 4 points of that. So that's pretty cool. 6 would be a small tube connector for droppers. Yeah, there you go. So those are pretty cool shaped. They're square. The default one doesn't look much dissimilar from that. Let's come down here. There it is. That's the vanilla default one. Yeah, they're pretty much the same. I don't know what he's changed. Yeah, they look the same. Maybe I grabbed the vanilla thing by mistake when adding it. It could have just dropped into his mod. Oh, wait a minute. I think I know what he might have done. No, it's small ship only. I was gonna say maybe he added those to large ships. But that... Okay, so no, he didn't. So we have 2 left. 7. And that's the armored connector. Would go like that. Allows you to connect 2 small ships together. That's pretty cool because this is a small ship only block. And then number 8. Now, see, this is pretty slick. This did not exist in the game. This was not a non-existent block. And also, it only has a lateral connection like that. So in order to tie that in, you would have to connect these 2 somehow. That's okay. Is there one on the back? There is one on the back, so you could do how I was discussing before about putting a connector underneath it to tie it all together. So do we have what we could use? No, we don't. You could use something like that. And so yeah, there's a lot to this mod because there are so many components. 28 components in all, I believe that's what we counted. That's a lot of parts. It's more variation, more variations on a theme that just continues to allow you to be more custom with your builds, not just stuck with 90 degrees. That would probably be the next phase that I would like to see this game allow, is building at 45 degrees. I brought it up, so I'm going to bring it up here. I'm going to bring this up in my Let's Play, so I want to hear you guys' opinion on that as well. Let's talk about, actually, what do you think about this? Just overall, thumbs up, thumbs down. I'd like to hear your comments about what you think about the connection points, my enlightenments on this mod. And how about building at 45 degree angles? If I put this block in here, I'd like to see it snap to that 45 plane, and so I can start building out at 45 degree angles. That'd be kind of nice. I think that would just change everybody's world as far as how the game works from there on out. So alright, so leave a comment below, let me know what you think of this mod. There will be a link to the Steam Workshop where I got this mod from, and I deleted something from I shouldn't have, including that I like to do this. Goodbye. So yeah, there'll be a link in the description below to this mod showcase, and or to this mod. Oh, by the way, the modder's name who created it was Killer96, and he deserves his credit for putting in his hard work in all of these conveyor systems. And until next time, this is Havoc.